の番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and it has been 1 week since we finished the TV normal 12-episode run of Shoujo Kageki Revue Starlight. I've got a couple of loose ends to tie up before we can call Revue Starlight truly finished. One thing that I will do is I will go and read the final chapter of the manga thing that I was told to read, which I've now forgotten the name of. It was something like Overture, but I don't think it was Overture, but it was something like that. I have to go and read that. But there are also 3 OVAs that I think I'm going to watch. I looked at them and I think they're all about 7 minutes long. So altogether, if we were to combine their runtimes, it would come up to like almost a full episode of content. I strongly doubt that there will be an episode's worth of Revue Starlight discussable type of content, but that's okay. I'm here to see our characters again and have some little goofy moments again, and probably not dive too deep into the whole shaking up the system of reviews and top stars and the actual social commentary and scathing critique of Takarazuka review and all of that jazz. No. I could be wrong, and that could be the entire next 21 minutes of our experience here, and that's all we're gonna get. But I have a feeling it'll be more focused on cute character moments and things, because why the hell would you do anything else during an OVA? Okay. On a different note, I want to mention just in passing that Revue Starlight has stuck with me in a way that's maybe a little bit more than I would have expected. First off, I don't think Revue Starlight is the greatest show that I've ever seen by a long shot. It's flawed, and those flaws are fairly obvious on multiple levels, from production difficulties in the middle to end of the season, to loss of some of the story threads and feeling like they just kind of didn't go anywhere, to kind of a sort of a bumbling introduction that doesn't really take off until we start to understand what's really going on behind the scenes, kind of kicking in with the Nena episode, which isn't necessarily a problem, but it's not the best in terms of pacing and continuous flow of intrigue and information. Revue Starlight is a deeply flawed show, but at the same time, it's a deeply successful show because even with all those flaws, it manages, as I said multiple times in the final reaction, to pull it off. It manages to pull everything back from the brink of what could have honestly been a train wreck, and instead make it wholesome and heartwarming and genuine and serious and cool. And I just wanted to mention that because I think that's pretty darn cool. And I think that Revue, while it may not stick with me quite as much as some other shows, I don't think that I will end up thinking about Revue, for example, as often as I will end up thinking about Sorayori, or as often as I will think about K-On!, or as often as I will think about even Symphogear. Those shows have gotten a little bit closer to me. And have been a little bit more relevant in the lessons that they tell and how those can actually impact my life directly. But Revue's up there, and I think that's pretty neat because I just kind of want to like clap for the honorable mention a little bit and just feel like, holy shit, Revue had a lot holding it back that would make you think it had no chance of ever coming in top 10 or whatever. But it's up there. It did well. This show's good. Anyway, I know that's weird, and I just wanted to express a feeling that I have about the show a little bit that isn't really meaningful or anything, but maybe you get something out of it from knowing that I like it and still like it. And I've gone back and watched some portions of episodes, and I still like them. And the final episode has some really gorgeous scenes. Like just the idea, the hypothetical idea of an individual person who sacrifices themselves in order to save their friends and ends up in a tortured landscape where they are forced to endlessly stack up things in order to reach a goal that's always outside of their reach, and constantly repeat a mantra that almost subsumes their own persona and subsumes their ability to understand why they came here in the first place and what their motivations for getting here were, and they just repeat the refrain and stack and stack and stack and pile and pile and pile until the uncaring, cruel, mechanical machinations of the world itself knock down the thing that you're trying to build and set you back to stage 0, at which point you kind of forget everything again. That's bonkers. That's cool. That's a cool idea. And then, of course, the journey to go and save somebody from that fate is nuts and fantastic. So, flawed. Revue Starlight? Absolutely. Excellent. Revue Starlight? Absolutely. Deal with it, I guess. Cool. Okay, so that's enough about that. We're gonna watch these little OVA things. They're like 6 or 7 minutes long. I don't know if that contains like OPED stuff. If it does, that's gonna suck. I hope it doesn't. I hope it's just content. I'm expecting / hoping for some cute moments and stuff. If we get some cool Mahiru, Hikari, Karen moments, that would be neat. If we get some cool like Futaba and Kaoruko moments, that would be cool. Some Claudine and Maya would be well appreciated because I don't think that their like final end to their arc was super the best. I mean, it works. And some people have made some comments about the French and things working that way that have changed my mind about it a little bit, but still, there could be more there. There could be more about all of this stuff, which is, of course, why it's an ongoing franchise with a game thing that continues storylines on, and you can continue on with it if you want to, which I'm not going to do, but you can. But I don't want to, but you can. Okay. I'm going to shut up and watch these OVAs now, okay? I'm sure you're fed up with me talking at this point. So I've got OVA 1. I'm using the Ripple subs because I've got them. They're good. Thanks, Gail. I've got OVA 1 up and ready to go. Let's watch it. Beep, beep timer. Cool. Yeah, all right. Hey, we're at school. It's fall? Is it fall? Did the school change color? No. Okay. Days until Seisho Festival 50. Ooh. 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 It's over your clothing. What are you talking about? That, I'm not saying anything. But I will say something. Hot banana milk sounds like the name of a no, because it's too close to a real one. It's too close to comic hot milk. Fuck. Aw. Fan service. It's called fan service. No. Precision. Ooh, designs and stuff. What is that in the middle? What is that thing? Oh, that's cool as fuck. Claire, Kagura, Hikari. Aww. Yeah, it's okay. Yep, pretty much. You would be, yep. And you would totally be, yep. And you could totally be in a Tokoyaku, but you can't. Aw. What's Hikari feeling here? Well, it's hard not to. She's so tall. Wait, okay, yeah, wait, what? What is Hikari feeling here? Yeah? Huh? Hmm? Hmm? Oh, she's too big, I guess. Oh. Sorry, I've seen Hamilton. I know that those girls can belt in corsets. Bullshit. Oh, that was fun. That is not how boobs work, but okay. Okay, what is Hikari feeling this entire time? Does she just want to be a part of the thing? Oh, hi, Karen. Swinging at the Venus, are we? That's a fun wipe. Huh? Oh, 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 oh. Hmm. You can overcome physical limitations by being a badass. Oh, and everybody's listening to the story. Oh, she didn't get taller. Jesus. Lean in. So, presenting a different perspective. A small jewel with a large shine. That's a pretty cool story, Hikari. That's moderately relevant. Yeah, that too. You just kind of exploded. What? Yeah. Yeah, lean in. Don't wear platform shoes, you know? Yes, but no. Hesitation, eh? That's cute. Hmm. Yeah, what is a joke? Okay, so closes doors but opens others. Of course. But that doesn't mean... Okay, okay. Well, shit. Well, shit. We're friends now. Never mind. This was excellent. What? Okay. Okay. This was excellent. What? A little 6-minute mini story with actual relevance to the characters and a meaning and a message? What? That manages to pretend to be fan servicey, given that we're measuring all of our characters' bust sizes and such, but then isn't at all? Ever. Like, we just don't frame it that way. And which consistently and effectively creates intrigue around what Hikari is feeling toward the other characters as they're interacting, which leads us to believe that she wants to be involved in the group in some way, but keeps us questioning what way she wants to be involved in the group until she actually has her outburst, which is a wonderfully surprising moment for her because she does not communicate with the other girls very frequently, but she needs to in this moment, and she has this outburst and brings in external knowledge about stage girls to use that as an example to help Futaba understand her own place as a stage girl and her own possibilities, given her maybe limitations, maybe particular gifts, right? Like, depending on how you look at it. Okay, Futaba's too short to play a lot of the lead roles. probably too short to be an otakuyaku at any point, but there are a fair swath of roles in plays that require characters that are shorter. Cool. And there is a history of shorter actresses being awesome and just pushing through it by being that fucking badass, making a name for themselves and making a specific niche for themselves as that character that shines brighter than their size might allow, right? Small jewel, big shine. That's fucking cool. That's fucking cool. I mean, the whole episode thing is cool. This is neat. Not what I expected at all. I'm wonderfully surprised. I'm very happy about this. Yeah. I mean, it's simple, right? We get to do basically a bottle episode. It's one location. I guess we cut to the outside to show Karen, but we have those environments already. We have those backgrounds already. Like, we open on this. We've had this shot before. We didn't have to draw anything new for it. Easy peasy. Didn't have to do anything new for this. Easy peasy. Pretty much nothing new. These are just assets that we could reuse. Characters moving. This is redrawn, but that's it. It's just characters that we can draw. Easy peasy. And they're not moving a lot. There are the impressive cuts on the hand stuff, which are pretty neat, and I do want to frame-by-frame portions of them just to see if there's cool stuff going on, because they were cool. Also, so there, how do I even, so there's, shit, how do I even talk about this? There's, fuck, how do I, okay. You know how Shonen Jump is a magazine that publishes a variety of different shonen manga? Well, there are publications like that for other kinds of material. Yeah, there's one of them that's called Comic Hot Milk. You can guess, right? It's porn. It's hentai. It's a bi-monthly serialized hentai thing, right? So when Nana said some hot banana milk here, my mind went places, and I apologize for that. That's all. That's all. Yeah. Okay. I am slightly ashamed, but also not. Let's be real. I don't have shame. Okay, so this is the part where I'm saying that we are wink nudging fan servicing, right? Like, ha 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 ha. Our girls are half naked. Why did we have to do that? Except that we're not, because if we were, then what we would probably do here, like, come at this scene from the perspective of, let me see, let me throw somebody under the bus right now. Hold on. Let me throw somebody under the fucking bus. Seasonal anime from, let's just look at last season. So spring 2020. No, let's go one back before that. Yeah. I'm just gonna find a relatively, like, fan servicey show. Oh, Plunderer. Perfect. Oh, let's throw Plunderer under the bus. Perfect. Okay, who directed Plunderer? Hiroyuki Kanbei. Okay, so imagine that you're Hiroyuki Kanbei, director of Oreimo and Plunderer and Ore Twin Tail ni Narimasu, and that's about it for reasons. So you're Hiroyuki Kanbei, and you're given this scene to direct. You've got some lines. The lines are like, oh, why do we have to get half naked to why do we have to get half naked to get measured? And then the side characters kind of wink nudgedly say, like, oh, so our measurements are precise. So if you're Hiroyuki Kanbei, the guy who made Plunderer, the ultra rapey introduction to an anime that we had a couple seasons ago, how do you shoot this scene? Like this particular portion of the scene. Okay, so this is basically where we would start. We go from a wide of the whole room with Nana getting tickled feet-wise. I mean, if you're feeling real pervy, maybe you shoot a shot of that, but probably not. You probably just hold the wide. Then when you cut here, you don't cut to a static shot of her face. You instead cut to, like, here, like her waist area, and then pan up, because you're a pervert. That's how you fanserviceify this. That's how you do it. And then you have her say the lines about getting half naked to get measured, but you show the measuring tape getting close to places. We don't do any of that, right? This is important. There are opportunities for savisu, and we're not leaning into them. That's important and good, and I appreciate it. That's all. Also, some of the, like, I guess it's oh shit, what's the word for it? Like concept arty stuff going on here is kind of fucking neat. What is this thing? Here, like, what is that? Do you see that thing? That spiral thingy? Now I wish that I had a better understanding of Cyrillic. I have no idea. That weird spirally thing. It's like, some of the curves of it are naturalistic. They're like the curves that you would get in a dragonfly's wing or something similar. There's I wish I could see it from above, because there's this like spiral thing to it. I assume that it's either a golden spiral or something similar. Like there's some mathematical thing that's underlying that construct, whatever it is. I think it's a building or a tower or something, but I don't know. Whatever, man. Whatever. All I want to say is I think that thing looks really cool, and I wish I knew what the fuck it was, because it looks super neat. Any Russian speakers who can read the Cyrillic on that, what does it say? Please help me. Please help me. And then also some like cool concept art of, I guess, the characters all reaching toward the stars together, which is kind of neat. Yeah, lots of little things like that, which is cool. Okay, we move it along, Daiba-san, blah, 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 and we start talking about the thing, and the shining, and it's wholesome and wonderful, and we're building up Hikaru's desire to get involved in this conversation. Now, again, we have the massive chances for savisu, right? Like, we just talked about how our characters need their clothes off in order to measure, but we're gonna focus on Mahiru's tits right now, and guess what? We're not really gonna get super servicey about it. Like, we don't even really see cleavage. It just doesn't exist in this scene. I'm quite pleased by this. I really am. This is a sequence that, like, that includes necessarily focusing the camera on a sexualized body part of a major character, right? It necessarily includes that, because that's what the topic of conversation is. And it will include another character interacting with her physically and potentially poking her boobs, right? Any other show, that poking would be groping, and it would be sexualized, and it's not here. Cool. Like, cool. Good. That's good. I don't think it should be here. Good. Like, there's effort in this drawing, putting the little light spots there. I'm sorry to focus on this, but it's so interesting to me that in such a topically fanservice-y episode, there's none. Like, this is implied, almost. But not even. That's cool. And then this is just very funny. Just twitching out. Very fun. Okay, and then the poke. It's just wholesome. It's just kind of like locker room hangout stuff. Now, I don't know what this is, except that she's swinging dangerously close to the head of the Venus, framing-wise, so maybe. I guess maybe it's just like, what would Karen do is what she's thinking. Karen's the person who wouldn't hold herself back, you know? She would just say it. Christine McCardle. She's special. She's able to do things. Okay. And then they do the singy thing and the hands. and 1 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 and 1. Cool. I was mostly curious whether these cuts jump to 24 at any point or if they're mixed frame rate at any point, and they're not. They are all on 2s, as would be expected. They are really solid cuts that look really smooth and lovely. That's quite lovely. The background movements, just because we've got the moving camera focusing on a small object, need to be lined up really well, and I think they're lined up excellently. As we move around, it creates this real sense of flow, which is very cool. And of course, the backgrounds are moving at a higher frame rate, so it gives us the feeling of being smoother. It also lets us focus on the subtle micro expressions of the characters, which is important given the context of what they're talking about in the moment, which is cool. Yeah. All right, and VLC froze. Cool. Yay. Oh, and it's back. Okay, big shine, all that jazz. It's the same thing. And then this is fun. The little faux joke that we do. That's I'm just kidding, and then leading into the Hikari giving us a joke as well. She's bad at it, but god damn it, she's trying. She's trying. I like it. I gotta say, I expected nothing from a 7-minute little OVA thing, and I got a lot more than I expected, a lot more than I bargained for. Hell, we're 30 minutes into recording. Well, okay. Let's watch the next one. Let's see if this little trend of these being really enjoyable continues. I hope so. That would be awesome. Yeah. Before we do, I'm going to check and see if, because I'm still uploading episode 12 to YouTube and stuff, so I'm gonna go check and see if those are up yet. See you in a minute. And they're not. Okay, let's move on to episode 2, or OVA 2. Cool. Cool. All right, we are good to go for OVA 2. 2. PiP timer. Discussion of what? Oh, hi. Oh. It's a hell of a shot. Yeah, what did I just walk into? Mm. Mm. But you like that shine. Yeah, I think she's got it. I think she's experienced it and understands more than you think, maybe, Maya. When I had lost it, yeah. Yeah, there's no, like, when she had this. No, 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 no. It's me. Yeah, you feel it now, Maya? I think you feel it now. How can it be? She's actually really good. Oh, it's like she understands the character. What happened? They meet face to face, eye to eye. Alright, you can do it. Discussion. Wow. Disagreement into what? What are you talking about? They just came to a huh. Hmm. Is that the first time they really addressed her? Who would have thought? With vibrato! Nah. I'm really, really struggling to stop. Oh. Uh-huh. This is weird, man. This is real weird. I'm expecting Shoujo Sporkles. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, what? Now that's a thing to say. Yeah, there we go. I'll take that shit right back. Of course it is. Mm. Mm. What about you, Juna? Two lenses, eh? All right, this one was weird. This one was way weirder. The first one was pretty easy to track. I'm a lot less certain about this one. Now, depth of character from Tendo Maya passing the torch kind of to the next star, sort of, and being frustrated with that fact, but also grateful about having things switched up on her. That's kind of cool. Coming to understand the construction of a character from the perspective of an actor. And how someone else would construct a character differently, given a different fundamental understanding of the character, is interesting. And then seeing all of this with the knowledge that Hikari is closer in experiential like understanding to Claire and Flora than Maya can be, makes a lot of sense too. But the whole construction of this 7-minute OVA is fucking wonky and confusing. Why are there backstage girls constantly interrupting the flow of things? What's the purpose of that? I don't know. Why are we framing things from the perspective of Juna? Is she just an observer, or is she meant to be more than that, and we're supposed to be taking something from her perspective? I'm not sure. Why the hyper dramatic staircase framing, like this, and then from above? Where's the other one? The bigger one? The main one? No? This, yeah. Like this. Hyper dramatic framing. And putting Juna in the middle between them. Positioning Maya at the bottom, which is very strange. And it starts as like an indictment of Hikari's Claire. But it's also like a reluctant expression of defeat almost by Maya. And then we've got this continuing to go in the background, which makes me expect something will come of this in the third OVA, because now we've got a rule of threes appearing. Yeah, I expect something will come of Karen swinging the baseball bat outside in the third OVA. We'll see what, but if there isn't something, then that's weird. And she's repeating the lines. I feel like this is meant to indicate perseverance to us. Like, Karen's out there swinging the baseball bat even though it's cold and snowing and she's alone. So Hikari retorts with her own understanding of Claire. And as she does so, she slips into when I had lost everything. It slips into the first person. Because it is her experience. There's a lot of focus on specifically Maya's hand throughout for giving us emotional context. It's really interesting. It's almost in the way that you can tell a Naoko Yamada directed piece, because there will be focus on legs and feet and mannerisms with legs and feet in order to express emotions from characters, because she just does that always. This is very much the same kind of thing, but with the hand. It makes me wonder who's in charge of this or responsible for it, because it seems like a calling card or a stylistic, like, thing for a person. It's weird. It's unique. So they come to meet eye to eye, but I don't know what we're supposed to gain from them ending up on the same level visually. Then they pass one another. We don't really show that they disappear down different staircases, do we? We don't show where they go. We can assume that Maya goes up the stairs and Hikari goes down, because that's the direction they were heading initially, and they cross paths, but it doesn't seem to matter. And then there's the focus on Juna looking through her own lenses with the distance to get a new perspective, which is strange. I am lost. I'm lost. I don't know what the point of this one was. I liked it. I think that there are some cool bits of dialogue between Maya and Hikari here. I think that showing the parallels between them and how Maya has honestly experienced some of the things that are Claire without even knowing it is kind of neat. And her own, geez, man, just the way she is having lost. And this momentary lapse into, like, almost, hiding your costumes, ignoring you on purpose, putting tacks into your shoes. No, I won't do that. But it seems I care, truly care. And she's grateful for that caring about the play, about the stage. Interesting. I would love to hear other people's interpretations of this one, because I've lost the plot. Fully admitted, I don't know what this one was about. Okay, let's move along. Well, let's not waste time. Let's move along to number 3 and see if it makes more sense to me, and if we get something with Karen and a baseball bat being important. Okay? Okay. Bada 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 swing! Opening. So opening night? Maybe. Oh, batting cages. Would you look at that? Oh. She wants a thing? She wants the Mr. White to give it to Hikari? Yeah. Uh. Oh my god, wait, is this opening night? Like, she just left on opening day to go to the batting cages? Little baka. Yeah, she'll be back. Of course. Mmm. Wait, but she just said in the previous one that she has had non-lead roles. Hmm. Gradine. I don't know about that. Oh, that's a face from Kaoruko. Okay. Ah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right back at ya. Beautiful. Oh, she is freaking out. I'm the lead. I'm scared. The Mr. White is to calm her down. Dude, it's gonna all come around. It's gonna be perfect. Hi, Mahiru. Oh. Hmm. Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't just, like, go randomly for pressure points. Jesus. Yeah. Oh my god, this is too much. You're gonna put her to fucking sleep. Can we fix her makeup quickly, please? Oh my god. This is fun. It's nice that everybody's helping, though. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's fix this lipstick part. Yeah. Aww. And speak of the devil, and she's brought Mr. White. So this whole time she has been practicing swinging the bat in order to get that thing at a fucking batting cage competition, in order to give it to her on opening night, in order to make her pleased. Fuck you, Karen. You're too nice. That's not okay. Super duper not okay. Practiced and practiced and practiced. Yep. Yep. Everyone saw you. We gotta get you prepped. Let's go. Yeah, you stupid. You big stupid. But it's perfect. It's exactly what Hikari needed. Cho Daijobu. She was thinking this is exactly what Hikari needed. Yep. Yep. Awesome. Hey, hi Sakura. Oh, the opening. Culmination. Fair. Always. Ooh. And the curtain rises and closes. Ah. Oh, there are a few more seconds than before. No, there's nothing here. All right, that one was just pure fun. That was just pure fun. So yeah, roll of threes comes around in spades. We show twice in 2 episodes that Karen is swinging a baseball bat, and we don't know why. She seems very dedicated to it. And it comes around for the 3rd time, and it's a reason. There's a reason. There's a big prize thing, and she's been working toward it. Now, it's stupid, and it's goofy, and, like, obviously we would think, logically, she should probably be rehearsing or something, but it makes perfect Karen sense, you know? It might not make any sense to anybody else, but it makes perfect Karen sense. Hikari's going to be really nervous. The best thing that I can possibly do is make a ridiculous gamble and win this big teddy bear for her, because she'll fucking love it. And it pays off because it's Karen. She's the leader, right? So of course the vibe that she creates is everything. And then as a this is the last piece of animated Revue Starlight media in existence sort of thing, the way we finish this off with a speech that's like, this is the culmination of everything that we've done up to this point. This was all wonderful. We're going to make it a part of our performance. We're all in this together. Boom, boom, boom. And the curtains fall or curtain rises, and boom, that's it. I really like the oomph bam thing that we did there into curtain rising and stuff. That's really neat. I think that's stylistically really cool. Cut that to black, curtain rise music or tone, boom. Our view ends as the stage play begins because we are viewing the backstage. That's cool. That's good. I still think of these three that the first one was maybe my favorite, which is really neat. I think that's really neat. I think this one comes in second for me because it works, and I think as a conclusion, post-conclusion, it's effective. And the middle one, I'm just lost on. Honestly, I just don't get it. Cool. I did not expect to spend almost an hour talking about these three OVAs. I expected that we would end up with kind of like a Symphogear situation where I just watched the Zesho Shinais. I'm like, that was cute. Cool. This is a lot more than that. This is some good content and some good things for Revue Starlight. I'm really glad that I decided to watch these because it ended up being like worth it. Who knew? I guess anybody who had seen the OVAs before knew, but I didn't, so that's pretty darn cool. Okay, and thus ends Shoujo Kageki Revue Starlight on our channel for the foreseeable future. That is sad, but bittersweet and kind of happy. I don't know what I'm going to do for this slot in the future. I'm going to spend a little bit of time thinking about it and look to get a poll up over the next couple of days. There are a bunch of shows ending soon, or like right now. So Goop is ending, this is ending. We're already polling for Wednesday. Lots of things ending and changing up right now. And then Shunibyo will be ending relatively soon. Things that are solid are like Natsume on Tuesdays is pretty fucking solid, and Yu Hakusho on Saturdays is pretty fucking solid. Everything else is almost kind of up in the air. But I think one thing that I might do is pick a day and make that like a seasonal day and just like focus on seasonals. I'm not sure. I'll think about how I want to do this because I'm aware that the current situation with seasonals kind of falling by the wayside isn't ideal, but I don't know how I want to solve it yet. I'm aware of it and I'm thinking about it though. So we'll see. There will be changes eventually soonish. We'll see. But look out for a poll for Revue Starlight in the future. Okay? Okay. I've been Teeaboo. This has been the three OVAs of Revue Starlight. I hope you enjoyed them as much as I did. I was shocked by how good they were. And I hope to catch you next time for something different. I don't know what we'll be watching next, but it should be fun. See you there. Peace.